Hey y'all! Today I'm doing a November beauty favorites, which is kind of odd for me because, you know, I'm used to doing vlogs and stuff. I want to transition into doing some beauty videos because I love to talk about like what's going on in life, but I also love to talk about kind of like beauty products, and I kind of want to just ease on into that. And so I thought I'd start out with like a favorites video, but I do want to say a lot of these stuff I've been using for quite a while, and a long time actually. A lot of it's actually from the past like 2 months, and some of it's like really old that I just started using. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to call this November favorites now that I think about it, because I've been using this stuff for quite a while. Let's start with foundation, where it all begins. So the first thing that I want to start off with, my favorite foundation, I've been using this for probably a month and a half, 2 months now, is the Hourglass, whoa this is dirty, the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what this stuff is called. This is the stick foundation there from Hourglass. Honestly, so nice. I love it. I've been using it like non-stop. Actually, I've been transitioning into the next foundation I'm about to show you. But I just love it. I've actually not worn it on its own. I put like a stripe on cheek, forehead, chin, and then I'll put some liquid on it to where it's not like super thick, you know, just to kind of buff it out. And I usually, whenever I'm buffing out like stick foundations and stuff, I usually use like Cover FX drops. Custom cover drops. Through quite a few deals of these because I started using them before summer, I think, so it's been a long time, but I really love them, honestly. I think my sister actually got me started on them. They're pretty expensive for that much. How much do you? They're pretty expensive for how much you get. Only 0.5 fluid ounces, and so that's not that much, but they're pretty pricey for that. They're really good though, honestly. I think it's worth it. Honestly, highly recommend the Hourglass Stick Foundation. It's really nice, blends so well, and I use it every other day, which on the other days, I like to use the, let me clean this off for you. I use the ABH Stick Foundation, and I'm in warm tan. I'm actually really pale right now, so that's the color that I'm in. I'm probably going to get a darker one in the summer, but this one's pretty light. Really light actually, and it's just, I have to mix it with the darker foundation to actually match me, and it's really nice. The consistency is good. I actually haven't used primer with it. I know that's horrible to say. I actually have some primers as my favorites, but I haven't been using primer for a while, so don't tell anyone I said that. Another favorite, this is something that I've actually used for over a year now, probably a year and a half, 2 years, I don't know, probably not 2 years, a year and a half. But the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, oh my goodness, if you haven't tried this, I highly recommend. It's really good. The way it sets is really nice. Obviously, since I'm so oily, not right now, I'm actually very dry right now, but I usually have to set my whole face with powder. But it sets really nicely. Like if you don't want to set your face, it kind of has like a almost matte finish to it. Does it say that it has a, I don't know what it says. I don't know what it says. But it kind of has like a matte finish to it. And I really love it. I can't even tell you how many deals I went through of this. I don't even want to count. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably too many, but I use this. This is what I actually like to mix in with, or whenever I use stick foundation, just put it on the brush and kind of blend it out with this too. In between that and the Cover FX drops. Really nice. Makeup Forever, I feel like I never even looked at like their products until, I don't know what happened. One day I just decided to use that foundation, and I was like, why haven't I like even looked at their display in like Sephora and stuff? And immediately was hooked. Their eyeshadows are actually really nice too. The like little trio thing you can buy and then put yours in it. Custom, I think they were like custom palettes. My mom got one of those and I ended up using it. I think it's still somewhere in my room because I loved it so much. They're really nice. Next foundation. This is something think I just broke the cat. This is something that I actually started using last summer. I had gotten really tan, and in the summer I lay out as much as possible, get as much sun as possible. I mean, I'm always outside, soaking up the sun, oiled up. I got really tan last summer, and I was like, oh my gosh, like none of my foundation is dark enough. Like honestly, like I need a darker foundation. It was just like my face was always so white, which isn't like a horrible thing, obviously. I got really dark, and so I looked at this and I was like, wow, this actually matches me perfectly. It doesn't now. I actually have a lighter one, but I picked this one up instead. So this is the one that I was using, which was golden. It matched me so well. It's obviously not like the darkest or anything, but it was just that I'd gotten a lot tanner and really worked for me. So Born This Way by Too Faced, I mean, it was really nice. After I used it the first time, I honestly thought it was breaking me out because my skin wasn't bad, like it was summer, like my skin was pretty good. Then all of a sudden it got really bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is foundation. But it turns out that, I don't know what it was, honestly, but I used it and I was like, wait, hang on, I was like, this isn't what did it. So I don't know what happened. Maybe I just was too stressed out about the foundation thing and worried about it too much. I don't know. Okay, so I guess I should start out with primer. That would have been smarter. Why did I say foundation? Okay, so a lot of stuff has missing caps because Emma would be so mad at me. My sister always gets on to me because I don't have caps on my products, but I use them. I forget to put the caps on. It's no big deal, really. That was gonna vomit. But she gets on to me about putting caps on. It's not like they're gonna dry out. I mean, some stuff might, and I'm really strict about that, like ABH, like brow pomade and stuff. Like obviously that'll dry out. I put the caps back on, but this stuff I'm not that stressed out about. So first one is Maybelline New York Master Prime, and this is the Blur and Smooth one. I believe there's another one, like mattifying maybe. There's probably a mattifying one. If I do, I mean, honestly, I don't even remember. But this is so nice. This is my second one of it. I haven't been wearing primers lately. Like I said, it's just like this weird thing wherever I put on lotion and I just want to put on foundation. I think I've been having this problem where I'll put on lotion and then my primer, and my primer will like mix together with my lotion and kind of ball up. So I haven't been able to do that, and I have to put on lotion because my face has gotten really dry. That's just kind of like my problem right now. But I hope to be wearing primer again. It's not like that big of a deal to me right now. I know that people are really get stressed out about that. I at one point did, but I can't do it right now. But yeah, I highly recommend this. It's very affordable. There's a lot of good primers that are high-end, but if you're balling on a budget, go for this one. I highly recommend it. Did that one say Blur and Smooth? Yeah, Blur and Smooth. This really does soak in. If you don't want to put on like a primer and then like a pore filler and like all that, I highly recommend this. It's not like a 2-in-1. Okay, then the next thing is Maybelline New York. Oh, I didn't know these were both Maybelline. This next one is Maybelline New York too, and this is Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which is like baby lips, you know. I really like this. I haven't used it either. Like I said, it's kind of like a big issue to me right now. But this is my third one. I've used this for a while now. I probably use it like excessively throughout the summer. But it kind of feels oily when you first put it on, but I feel like somehow it helped my oil and kind of controlled it. Great pore filler, silicone-y. I like it. But yeah, highly recommend. Did I say that about everything? Have I said that I highly recommend everything? Because I do. Concealer, which is this is only one, but it's just 2 different colors. I don't know why I have them both out. This is also Maybelline New York. What's up with me, Maybelline? I think this is my last thing. Oh wait, just kidding. I think that I was something else. This is Maybelline New York Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. Now, I heard about this a couple, I want to say a couple weeks ago, probably about a month ago. But people were getting like the darkest shade and contouring with it and highlighting with these, and they loved them. They're really blendable, honestly. I think that you should try that. But I don't know why. I think that I did get the darkest one. No, that's not true. My sister got the darkest one. I don't know if she's actually been doing that or not. I can honestly say though is that I used to love cream contouring, but I don't know what it is. And I would do it like every time I did my makeup, I'd do cream, then I'd set it with powder, and I'd always do that. And I don't know what it is, but I haven't done that in a long time, and I just don't feel the need to. I feel like it's kind of an extra step that I just was wasting time on. But I think I'd do it again eventually in life. But one thing I messed up all my words. One thing that I got the Anastasia cream contour kit, and I was like so excited to have it, and I tried it out. I don't even think I used it one time actually going out. I tried it one night, and I just didn't like the way that it went on, and it was so hard to blend for me, and I just kept on trying to work with it, but I actually never wore it out of the house. I still have that palette, and I've used it I've only tried it out like twice, and I've used it on my sister's though, but yeah, it just wasn't really my thing. But I think it's also Maybelline New York, which is the stick foundation or whatever. I can't remember if that's what it's called. It was like $3.55, the coconut one. I know it's called coconut, I know that's the color, and I've used that to cream contour, and I loved it. It was so smooth and blendable, and yeah, I just really liked it, but I just haven't used it in a while, and maybe I should get back to that. But anyway, these concealers are really good. I use these on the daily. Okay, so next, I know I'm really late to this train. Honestly, I shouldn't even be mentioning this. Everyone knows this is a good powder. The Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, I don't really have to say much about this. I know everybody talks about this. I'm really late in trying this. I heard everybody talking about it, they loved it, but then I feel like whenever I got close to like being like, okay, maybe I should try it, I feel like I heard some stuff. I can't remember. I watched a couple videos, and I feel like a couple people said in a row like it's just been too drying for me. And so then I was like, well, you know, I have oily skin, like why not try it? And I kind of like put it off, and then right before, I think I went to Florida, I decided, actually somebody had a sample size, I think, or my mom got me a sample. I can't remember, and I was like, and I didn't have room for any more makeup, and I couldn't bring a full size powder that I already had and wanted to bring. So she gave me a sample size of the Laura Mercier, and I used it and I actually ended up loving it. I cannot set my under eyes. I can't bake or anything because I've always had dry under eyes. I don't know what that is. It's like alligator skin underneath my eyes only. It's really weird. I've always had it. No matter how oily I get, it just still will not let me bake, or else they're just like really wrinkly. So weird, I know. But yeah, I really like using this. Bake underneath the cheekbones and stuff. I actually don't really bake though. Next, I have some bronzer. This is the MAC bronzing powder in the shade Matte Bronze. This is my second one. I actually still have one in my first one, but I started using my new one, and I don't know why I didn't finish off the other one. But the other one was from the Tribe collection. I can't remember. Super cute packaging. I wish I could find it. I think I lost it. Oh no, just kidding. The Tribe collection. So cute. Oh my gosh, is it not the cutest thing in the world? But yeah, it's super cute. I've never really found a bronzer that actually was like, you know, I was that like into it, you know, and but it was just too light for me whenever I first got it, and then within a couple of weeks, I think that I kind of stayed out of the sun for, I don't remember why. And I used it again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I like this. And so I started using it more, and now I'm on my second deal. Still loving it, still using it every time I wear makeup. So next thing is blush, and I have Milani what is this called? Oh, I have Milani Powder Blush in Blossom Time Rose, which it looks like I barely put a dent in it. Let me get a close-up view of this. It's lasted me a long time. I like to use this quite a bit. I used to be really weird about blush, and I don't think I actually... The only blush that I'd actually like use was Milani Luminoso. That's all I'd use ever, like weeks on weeks on weeks straight. That's all I'd use, and I think one day I was finally like, okay, like when am I gonna use a new blush, you know? And I love Milani. Like, I have some more Milani products in here, but Milani is great. You should definitely check them out. I love all their stuff. I don't think there's one bad thing I've tried from Milani. Even their eyeliner is pretty good, which I'm really hooked on Urban Decay's eyeliner. They're 24/7 waterproof. Is it waterproof? I think it might be waterline something. Milani really has got it going. Okay, so up next is Soap and Glory. I did it the other way. Soap and Glory. This is the multicolor blush brick. And what color is this in? Apricot Jam. Ooh, sounds delicious. This is so pretty. I like to use this kind of as a highlighter, more like, just kind of brush it all over. Apples of the cheeks all the way up. I like to think of it as more of a highlighting blush. It has like a pink tone to it, but it definitely has that shimmer. Okay, so next is the Becca collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. This one is the Split Pans. I can't remember. Champagne Pop and Flower Child. That took me forever to read. Oh my gosh. But this one is so pretty. This is kind of, if you're like in a rush, I like doing this whenever I'm in a rush. I actually don't use this as often as I used to. Whenever I first got it, I use it every day, but it's been a while since it's been out. So whenever you're in a rush, here's a quick tip for you. I get like my blush brush and I will get it and I'll swipe it in both of them. Then I'll take the highlighters, you know, at the top, and I'll put it right there to where the blush is on the bottom and the highlighter's right where it needs to be. And I mean, it just makes my life so much easier. Honestly. These tips are useless. These are so useless, but yeah, if you're in a rush. I really like Becca's highlighters and their blushes. I think they're really nice, especially Flower Child. Oh my gosh, I love Flower Child. That's like the perfect blush to me. Fantastic. Speaking of Becca, this is also a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. These have both those colors in it, but I just thought I'd mention it. Obviously, I've used this a little bit. Just a dent, you know? Look at the mirror though. That's been so nice though. Honestly, I think the first time it came out, saw Jaclyn's Snapchat, got on that because I wasn't missing out on the face palette. So pretty. Whenever I opened it, I was like, I'm gonna ruin this, you know? I'm going to mess this up. So, but yeah, I use it all the time. After I got the split pan, I feel like I used that a lot more. The face palette was something that I wanted to take places and it was just too big. Whenever we were like on vacation, I just didn't have that much room in my bag, so split pans is really nice to have. I recommend getting a split pan instead of the face palette. So a split pan's nice, find the colors you like. But yeah, I've used all those in there, so it's also really nice to have. Honestly, whatever you want to do. Next, I have some palettes. First I want to talk about Milani. This shadow, I've used it like crazy. This color, Bella Champagne, actually really reminds me of MAC Honey Lust. I'm gonna have to check on that. I think it's Honey Lust. It's that same kind of tone, probably way cheaper. but I love it. I've used it so much lately. I've had it for a long time. My next favorite palette, this is something that I've had also since the first time it came out. I don't remember when this came out, but I was on it because whenever I should probably introduce it first. This is Violet Voss, collaboration with Laura Lee. So, let me just show you. I also tore this one up. I feel so bad for like showing these. So pretty, oh my goodness. It came out, I was like, oh, gotta get on that. Because all these colors I've used, Smash Leaf, Fried, Rammer Jammer, 1988, Biddy. I used Fleeky yesterday. I still have some on my brush, so I accidentally put some on today. Tickled Pink, Hissy Fit. I've even used Lou, which is the black kind of shimmer shade, which is crazy because I don't like to pick up black, but I actually used it, believe it or not. One thing I have to say is that I do not like, well, I've used them, but I don't love the matte shades. They go on a little patchy for me. I like to have like the most high grade matte shades there is, because whenever you're working with matte shades, you put them in that crease and they end up patchy. There's no going back, and you kind of have to work with it a little more than you want to. So that's just something that I thought, honestly. Used quite a few of the matte shades, and every time I put them on, I just felt like they were a little too patchy. But love the shimmers. The shimmer shades, nothing to say about them, honestly. They're amazing. Great palette. My next favorite palette is the Morphe 35, whatever you want to say. And this palette, can we talk about this palette? This palette, 35 shades. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These shades are so easy to work with. The mattes go on like a dream. Spread like butter. Nothing bad to say about this. The shimmers are really nice. There is some colors that I don't end up using because some colors are just hard for me to work with, you know? But like, what rose have I not used? Just kind of like the shimmery dark, I want to say there's like a green tone to that. I like kind of like if it's going to be green, it's going to be green. Like I want it to be bright, like Smashly in the Laura Lee palette. That's, woo, good color. All the matte shades are good. I've actually used the most of like the purples in here. There's a nice rosy color in here, which is really nice to have. These kind of like champagne colors right here, I actually haven't really dipped into those because there's so many champagne colors. I love champagne colors, don't get me wrong. Never get enough, but I just haven't really gotten into them. Next thing, highly predictable, because I'd go on and on about this all day long. This is the Gimme Brow by Benefit, shade 3. So good. I use this every day. I actually haven't ran out of the first one that I've gotten, and I've used it for quite a while now. It's so nice to use. I can't even explain to you how good this is. I cannot, like, say enough about it. It's just really nice. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Good idea. Lip products, because I'm getting down to the end, you know. Okay, so next, I dropped that. Oh, this is by Soap and Glory 2. That's so funny to say, is it not? This is the Sexy Mother Pucker. So appropriate. This is the color Fired Up Matte, and shoot, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so here's what happened. I actually have 2 of these colors because brought it to Florida, left it in the scorching hot car, and I don't know if it just loosened at the base. It's not that it melted, it just loosened. I rolled it up, like, I guess all the way. I don't know what happened, and it just fell off in the grass in front of our resort. I was so sad. I was like, because I had worn that the whole trip. I love a nice red in the summer, even in the fall, even in the winter, no matter what time it is. Love a nice red, but Guys, like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna wear now? It's not like I don't have 35 other colors in my bag. I did, I was lying. As soon as we got back, it's like a week later, my mom came home and she was like, is this the color that, like, you were crying about? Not really, but she was like, and I was like, yes, like, thank goodness, like, that is Fired Up by Soap and Glory. Man, also another thing about these, the consistency. It's really nice. It's super creamy. It's a matte, and it looks matte, but man, it's really creamy. Oh man. Buttery. Buttery. Gotta love buttery. Saving the best makeup product for last. This is a life changer. Honestly, I cannot recommend a lip product more than this one. My absolute favorite. I've been using this too much. The answer is too much. This is the Bare Minerals. I want to say it's like in liquid lipstick is what it says. I don't remember. It doesn't even say on here, but the color is Boss and it's matte. I'm wearing it right now. Okay, so I've had a problem. I've had lots of problems, apparently. I've had a lot of matte lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, Anastasia, Violet Voss, NYX, you know, whatever, you name it. I don't have like dry lips, but if I put on a dry lips, like liquid lipstick, I cannot take it. I have to take it off. Like, it just annoys me so bad, and I'll have to put a gloss on it or take it off, doesn't matter. This is so creamy, matte, unbelievably nice. Honestly, you have to try it. Applicator is good. It smells good. I always smell it. It just has like this scent. Everything about it's so nice. You have to try it if you're into liquid lipsticks. Highly recommend you try it. Even if you can't stand liquid lipsticks, try it. It'll change your mind. I mean, not for all of them, but this one's really good. This is not a makeup product. Don't put this on your face. I almost said do whatever you want with it. Don't put it on your face. That's really dangerous. This is the Essie nail polish. I love Essie, by the way. I actually have on the shade. Which one's this? Eternal Optimist. My fingers up close and personal. Even though I'm not the best at painting my fingernails, I know my fingernails are actually a lot longer than they seem to be on camera. The next shade, I love this for fall. This is the shade Plain Coy. Plain Coy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's so pretty. I loved it for fall. I had it on all at Thanksgiving. It definitely looks darker on, personally. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was really fun. I like just sitting down and talking to the camera, you know. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm hoping to do more beauty videos and makeup tutorials and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Me, just little old me. Do you see my hairy arm right now?
Next.
They say I can't sing. Wish I could put on a fingernail just to show you, but I just painted my fingernails last night, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that committed, I'm sorry. I had it upside down. That was it. That was it. I just got makeup on my pants. Au revoir. I'm so lame. Kill me.